testimony threatened to expose alleged police corruption, a killing that could shake the foundations of justice in South Africa. So now, things are put to light. Now, one gets killed. And mind you, Witness D, we'll get to learn about his name later. Witness D didn't approve of the protection or working witness protection. The protection whereby you get protected by the state. Didn't approve because he was allegedly owning a security company. A killing that could shake the foundations of justice in South Africa. We could also bring you updates on the economy, power supply, and rising concerns over the public safety and institutional reform. Stay with us and stay tuned. So now, why does Witness D have to die? Because he exposed everything. They've given it a... But these perpetrators, they don't understand the timeline or the time frame. Maybe they think we are dumb. Maybe they think we are stupid. But look at it. If have they murdered him prior or after, immediately after the hearing, we could have seen that this it has a ring following. But now they took at least few weeks, few months, or it's just a few weeks few weeks. Now they murdered him. Why? Okay. On the 5th of December 2025, Madlanga Commission Witness D, identified as Marius van der Merwe, was shot dead outside his home in Brakpan. The attack occurred as he arrived home with his wife and children. How brutal! How are we as South Africans? How are we living in a country that when we want justice, one gets murdered? How is our justice system even safe? We spoke about it last week. Today we're even speaking about it, even talking about it. It gets to put us in a measure where we have to learn. Are we really at that state of saying South Africa is no more a country that is safe? Are we really saying to ourselves that the economy and the state of security is not important? Because those officials, those important officials that should be taking care of us, are the ones that should be the ones that are protecting the nations, not being corrupt. Van der Merwe has testified in November that a senior official of the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department, EMPD, Julius Mkhwanazi. This is nice. You get to learn about the exposing of the truth. Julius Mkhwanazi, then deputy chief, now is suspended, ordered him to dispose of a body following a 2022 murder of a robbery suspect alleged tortured in a police custody. He claimed the suspect was suffocated with a plastic bag and later dumped in a dam to cover up the crime. So this is how the justice system gets to be. This is how our economy is brutal to that level to say that even the officials themselves, even the deputy chiefs, they get to do this. Giving the testimony like this, it's so essential, it's so critical. Corey, I feel like maybe I wish he hadn't denied the witness protection. Then now he says police confirmed that the automatic rifle was used and a murder case has been registered. A special team is investigating both the hitman and whoever ordered the assassination. Now, allegedly we know who could have done this. We have critical clues. Allegedly we have clues that we can pinpoint. For instance, allegedly we can use Ket Matlala as a reference. Allegedly we can use Julius Mkhwanazi as a reference. These are the major key people that when they start investigating, allegedly they can start there. We should not be scared of these people. We should not be scared of these alleged perpetrators. We should go head on with them. Let's go head on. Like, how do you even kill a person in front of their children and wife? What is your state of heart at that time? How do you even send hitmen to go in? Man, this is unjust. After the killing, security agencies held an emergency meeting to bolster witness protection measures for the commission. I think the best way to go on, if they consider, is that they should cut all the media outlets from the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. Why? For the safekeeping of the witnesses, for the safekeeping of all the people that are going to go before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. We don't have to see, but we can learn of the audio. They can do audio recordings, or not even recordings. They can just give us the report at the end. But why does this matter? The matter of the whistleblower inside a high-profile corruption inquiry sends a chilling message, potentially deterring other witnesses from coming forward. Expect to warn this could further erode a public trust in the safety of justice system of the whistleblowers. That's still obvious. Like, trust me, that's obvious. Like, whoever's gonna go before Madlanga Commission of Inquiry right now, they have to just say, we admit, we want this. We want the witness protection. We really can't. Hey, this is devastating. Like, I even saw a clip of the president Cyril Ramaphosa indicating that they should put their hands on. They should be hands on this case. They should be on this case. But my issue is that, why does Cyril Ramaphosa allocate a cabinet that does corruption, and then he wants them to be arrested? It's a bit critical and confusing, But anyway, let's hear your side of the story. Let's hear your views. I want to learn from you. I want to get your views. But anyway, other major headlines that are happening in our country: we have economic and labor market shifts, slight recovery and ongoing strain. According to the stats of South Africa, the official unemployment rate has fallen to the 31.9% in quarter 3 2025, down to 33.2% from the quarter 2, which was the second quarter, thanks to around 248,000 new jobs that were created from July to September. Employment gains were mainly in construction, community and social services, and trade. Despite this modest improvement, the jobless rate remains dangerously high, and many remain outside formal employment. So, but with this rate, I think maybe all the criminals or all the criminalities that are happening, or all the crimes that are happening in our country, are contributed by this job lack of employment or unemployment rate. Because now, if many people can be employed, they can be able to provide for their family without them crying to get hired to be a hitman, without them getting to steal at night. So this can help our society. So if, for instance, if our president can come up with major keys or major ways to help our society have food on the table, unlike giving them 350 for what doesn't even buy maize meal, or if it buys maize meal, that only buys one thing. So despite this modest improvement, jobless rate remains dangerously highly, and remain outside formal employment, especially youth and underemployed and discouraged job seekers. The broader economy remains fragile. Third quarter 2025 GDP growth slowed to 0.5%, quarter on quarter, through 2.1% year on year, and the sector that tracks manufacturing segment pledged a worrying signal for the industry. Still, business confidence rebounded modestly in the fourth quarter, a small sign that firms may be cautiously optimistic about 2026. Why job creation matters? Job creation numbers offers a glimmer of hope, but structural problems remain, especially in manufacturing, youth employment, and long-term economic recovery. Public patience may be short, especially in areas hit hard by poverty and instability. So now, ESCOM remains a crucial or critical measure in our economy. Now, if it's not load shedding, it's load reduction. They tell you that the transformer is very weak. The transformer needs to relax. For what? For 2 hours? For 3 hours? For what? Anyway, ESCOM reports improved generation performance. Its energy availability factor EF has risen and unplanned outages have dropped, helping stabilize the grid. ESCOM's load reduction elimination strategy, including infrastructure upgrades and smarter meter rollout and efforts against illegal connections, is targeting to end the load reduction and service disruption by 2027. Reliable electricity is critical for economic growth and everyday life. If ESCOM plans to hold it, could signal relief for households and businesses, but transition remains delicate, especially in high demand and poorly serviced provinces like Limpopo, where we are, or where I am, for instance. So we also move to public safety, crime, and violent extremes, a nation on an edge. The brutal killing of Witness D underscores concerns about corruption, impunity, and the threat to those who expose wrongdoings. Experts warn the state's failure to protect witnesses undermines public trust in justice and may encourage others from coming forward. Trust me, if I were to come to Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, this is not alleged. If I were to come to Madlanga Commission of Inquiry and I am a witness, I wasn't gonna go for safety reasons. Civil society groups and opposition parties, including economic freedom fighters, have condemned the killing as a calculated message meant to intimidate and silence investigations. At the same time, the persistence of high crime rates, illegal activity, and a criminal entanglements continue to scare ordinary citizens and deepen disruptions in law enforcement and governance. Without robust protection for whistleblowers, ongoing investigation into corruption risk collapsing. The killings raise fundamental questions about the safety of the democratic accountability and whether the state institution can or will safeguard those who speak truth to power. Trust me, I don't wish for anybody to die. I don't wish for anybody to be arrested. But for the state of Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, it is safe now to say that they should cut all the media outlets out so that for the safekeeping of the witnesses. Now, if they are able to kill the whistleblower from Tembisa Hospital, if they're able to kill Marius van der Mer, if they're able to kill those two people and a man, Adam Smith, who's this? There's this Smith something that was killed as a whistleblower too. If they were able to do that, and now allegedly, if now they say you know, when the testimony of Ket Matlala, he gave and stated that he was giving Begitele 500,000. Now Sevilla, he didn't give him money. It doesn't make sense because now these people were working together. Now I want to show you something. If they say the evidence was tampered with, how do you tamper with something that the conversation follows through, a conversation that links together? I think they're trying to just run away from the truth. They don't want to incriminate themselves. But anyway, welcome and thank you for watching the Director's Journal. On this morning, headlines paint a complex, troubling picture from a cold-blooded assassination of a whistleblower who dared expose alleged corruption to faint glimmers of hope in job creation and more stable power supply. But for many South Africans, particularly for those who remain unemployed, vulnerable, or fearful, such glimmers may offer little comfort. If justice, transparency, and recovery are the mean anything, the state must do more than offer condolences. It must guarantee protection. It must restore faith. It must show its deeds, not just words, that no one who speaks out will be left to die. Because the cost of silence is too high, not just for one man of one family, but for the soul of the nation. Listen, this is Directors General Current Affairs. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. See you next week, Monday. Same time, same place. I love you. And don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and share. We out. Peace.